My beloved child, quiet yourself for a moment and let your heart be drawn away from the noises that have made you weary. I do not call you with threats, nor do I want you to think that if you slow down or feel weak, every good thing will disappear from your life. I call you with the love of a father who has seen you through long seasons when you felt no one understood. Some words I speak are not meant to frighten you, but to awaken within you the hope that has been buried beneath pressure, tears, and waiting. I want you to know that this moment can become a point of return, not because you are being forced to react, but because you are being invited into a deeper peace. I have seen the tears you shed when no one was beside you. I have heard the prayers you spoke in silence, even the words you could not yet utter because your heart was too weary. I know the nights when you lay still, while your mind kept thinking about the future, about responsibilities, about what was still lacking, about unanswered questions. Many times, you wondered whether I was truly listening, whether your pleas had been lost among the countless cries of the world. Hear me with tenderness. I have not forgotten you. I do not stand far from the days when you hurt. I do not take lightly what you have endured in silence. But my child, I want you to understand that the pain you are feeling is not the final period of your story. There are things being born within you through the very season that seems only broken. Perseverance is being formed in tears. Discernment is growing through the times you were wounded. Mercy is being deepened as you pass through roads that are not easy. Quiet maturity is taking place when you choose not to let go of what is good, even when circumstances have not changed immediately. I do not call pain good, but I can bring goodness out of the places where you once thought only loss remained. Remember the woman who had been ill for many years, the one who had gone through a long, exhausting, and costly journey, yet still had not found healing. She did not have a loud voice in the crowd, did not hold a visible position, and had no outward proof that everything was about to change. But within her there was still one ray of hope strong enough to bring her near to Jesus. She only touched the fringe of his garment in secret, and in that place that seemed very small, healing power met her enduring faith. Do you see? I do not overlook very small steps of drawing near. I see even the quiet courage of a weary person who still chooses to hope one more time. In the same way, my child, your turning point may not begin with an event that amazes everyone. It may begin when you stop agreeing with despair. It may begin when you dare to pray again after many days of silence. It may begin when you speak truthfully to me about your fear. It may begin when you rise to do one small but right thing, correcting what has been delayed, apologizing where apology is needed, setting boundaries where boundaries are needed, seeking help where help is needed, or releasing a habit that has been draining you. A miracle does not always come like thunder. Many times, it begins like the breath of peace returning to your heart. I know you long for breakthrough. I know you long for heavy things to be loosened, financial burdens to become lighter, closed doors to open, and what you once lost to be restored in some way. I do not take those needs lightly. I know every bill, every responsibility. Every night you worry about what is not enough. But I do not want you to place your trust in promises that stir your heart and then leave it empty again. My provision does not need to be received through panic. I can open a way through opportunity. through work, through a pure idea, through someone sent at the right time, through wisdom in stewardship, through every small step you faithfully take each day. You are entering a season in which I want to teach you to see restoration with more mature eyes. Restoration is not only receiving back what was lost. Sometimes restoration is no longer being ruled by what was lost. Restoration is not only having outward burdens made lighter. Sometimes restoration is when, within you, you no longer live as one defined by lack. Restoration is not only a financial door opening. Sometimes restoration is when you learn stewardship, restraint, contentment, how to sow what is good, and how not to let money become the master of your peace. When I restore, I do not only touch circumstances, I touch the foundation. Do not let old trials make you believe the future is only a repetition of the past. I can rebuild what has been broken, but I often build with new materials, truth instead of self-deception, peace instead of haste, wisdom instead of impulsiveness, gratitude instead of complaint, faithfulness instead of discouragement. There are things I do not return exactly as they were, because the old thing no longer fits the person you are becoming. There are doors I do not reopen because behind them are cycles that exhausted you. But what I prepare will bring you closer to life, closer to purity, closer to your true self in the light. My beloved child, be careful of voices that make you think, my blessing depends on a hurried reaction. I do not manipulate you with fear. I do not place my love inside a condition that makes you panic and grasp for it. I invite you to respond with your whole life. Not only with one word. If you believe I am calling, respond by returning. If you believe I am leading, walk in wisdom. If you believe I am restoring, let me touch even the places you still keep in darkness. Faith is not only a declaration in a single moment. Faith is every small decision placed under my guidance. I want you to live awake, but not in fear. Expect what is good, but do not chase exaggeration. Ask for change, but also let me change the way you think, the way you choose, the way you steward, and the way you love. Bring before me the things you have cried over, debts, the fractured relationships, delayed hopes, unhealed wounds, fears you do not want anyone to know. I do not push you away because you are still weak. I do not rebuke you because you still have questions. I draw near to you in truth, so you do not have to keep carrying those things alone. Today, let your heart be lifted, but with steady hope, believe that I am still working, but also do your part faithfully. Care for what I have entrusted to you. Correct what needs correcting. Release what needs releasing. Rest when you are exhausted. Seek help when you need it. Open your eyes to the small signs of grace in ordinary days. A timely word of encouragement. A door slightly opened. A new idea. Peace returning. A healing conversation. Do not take these things lightly. Many new seasons begin with very small seeds. Be at peace. My child, your tears have not been forgotten. Your sincere prayers have not been buried. The years of your endurance have not been outside my care. I can turn trials into testimony, but that testimony will not be built on fear. It will be built on faithfulness, healing, and wisdom. I am leading you out of the feeling of being forgotten. out of panic, out of voices that make you lose peace. Keep walking as one who is loved, preserved, and taught. When the right time comes, you will look back and realize that I was with you in every dark night. Every time you rose again, every tear, every door that opened, and every new seed of hope growing in your life. My child, I never send you a warning without purpose, nor do I stir the stillness around you unless something important is drawing near. This moment is not an ordinary day blending into other days. It is a sacred point of contact, a gentle visitation from the unseen realm, an opened opportunity for you to return to the miracle you almost missed because of weariness, distraction, and discouragement. I know the adversary has tried to blur your eyes before what I am preparing. He planted thoughts in you that there is nothing good ahead, that your prayer has fallen into silence, that hope will only hurt you more. But I have spoken the opposite over your life. I have spoken abundance instead of lack, covering instead of fear, joy instead of heavy days. So do not let this word pass by like a fleeting sound. If a prompting is rising within your heart, understand that it is me calling you back to living faith. I am not looking for an empty action or a hurried reaction from you. I am looking for a heart that knows how to respond when awakened. Let your trust live not only in your thoughts, but in the way you rise, the way you pray, the way you speak hope, the way you refuse to let fear continue leading. True faith is not only spoken when everything is easy. True faith rises right in the moment when darkness tries to convince you that the light will not come. You were not born to be defeated. You were not created to keep bowing beneath the burdens that once tried to exhaust you. I formed you to rise, to carry light into dark places, to step into heavy spaces while still holding my peace within you. There were places you once thought you were too weak to pass through, but I walked with you. There were seasons you thought you would not survive, but my hand lifted you through every day. What once tried to bury you has no right to write your ending, because I am still holding the pen over the story of your life. Right now, I am sending help from heaven ahead of you. There are battles you do not see, but I am fighting on your behalf. There are voices opposing you, but I am stripping them of power. There are plans that do not belong to my good purpose, and I am canceling them before they can take root in your future. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Even though there were nights when you felt left in an empty place, I walked with you through the fire of testing, through the days when your heart trembled, through the hours when you no longer had enough words to explain your pain. And I, myself, will walk with you into the land of favor, where what once frightened you will no longer rule you. Remember, my child, my protection is not fragile. I know what is drawing near before you hear its sound. I know what is being arranged in darkness before it finds a way to come close to you. I will silence meaningless accusations, break arrangements that do not come from me, and set boundaries of peace around your home, your family, and your steps. But you must stand in trust, not allowing your heart to chase every whisper of anxiety. Hold fast to me through obedience, humility, and the resolve not to leave the refuge of my presence. My beloved child, this is the time for you to realize that you are covered more deeply than you imagined. Not because you have never been weak, but because you belong to me, not because you have never doubted, but because I remain faithful even when your heart grows tired. Let this word lift you. Let my light drive away discouragement. Let faith within you be renewed. I have spoken life, protection, and joy over you. And what I speak will not fall uselessly to the ground. You will rise. You will keep walking. And you will see that I fought for you in battles you never knew about. My presence is surrounding you, even on the days when you feel invisible in the eyes of the world. There are times when you move through life as though no one notices your weariness. No one sees your quiet efforts. No one understands the battles you must keep hidden behind a normal appearance. But my beloved child, I have seen everything. I saw the times you had to encourage yourself when no one was beside you. I saw the nights when you lay still while your heart was full of questions. I saw you still trying to smile while needing to be lifted within. And while you thought you were forgotten, I had gone before you into places where your feet had never stepped. I touched hearts you had never met, placed your name in conversations you did not know about, and arranged connections that one day you will recognize were not coincidence, but my hand quietly opening the way. You are my beloved one, and I will not let the pain you endured become meaningless. Not one tear falls from your eyes without my knowledge. Not one sorrow hidden in your heart is taken lightly by me. There are tears you thought were only signs of weakness, but in my hands, they watered the soil for the next harvest. The days you cried were not wasted days. The seasons you waited were not empty seasons. The times you still chose to believe, still chose to do what was right, still chose to keep your heart from bitterness. Those were seeds sown into the hidden place. And now, I am calling those seeds to rise. The time of harvest is not as far away as you once thought. This is the hour when I remind you that what was sown in tears can be reaped in joy, in peace, in restoration that you cannot create by your own strength. Heaven is moving for you. But I want you to understand clearly, what I bring is not only outward provision. Yes, I know you need resources. I know the bills, the responsibilities, and the specific needs pressing upon your shoulders. I know there are nights when you wonder how everything could possibly be resolved. I can open streams of provision that amaze you, bring opportunities at the right time, lead you to the right person, and place resources in your hands that you did not expect. But my child, I do not only want to fill your hands, I want to calm your heart. I do not only want to reduce financial pressure, I want to heal the places within you that pressure has caused to shrink. There are wounds money cannot mend, empty places success cannot fill, and fears that will not disappear simply because you have more unless my light touches them. Therefore, I am blessing you in ways you have not known how to ask for. You may have asked for an opened way, but I am also bringing the wisdom to walk through that door. You may have asked for enough to get through, but I am teaching you to live in stewardship so you will not return to old cycles. You may have asked for an opportunity, but I am correcting your vision so you can recognize which opportunity comes with peace and which one is only a trap wearing beautiful clothing. You may have asked for a lighter burden, but I am going deeper, healing the very place where you once believed you always had to brace yourself, worry alone, and hold everything up by yourself. I know what you truly need, even when you have not yet been able to name it. I know what will nourish you, protect you, mature you, and bring you nearer to me. And I am giving it with patient, precise love, full of mercy. Let me say this to you: what is coming does not need your panic, but it does need your watchfulness. Darkness tried to weary you through delay, through small but persistent distractions, through repeated disappointments that made you wonder whether you should keep hoping. It wants you exhausted just before you see the promise begin to reveal itself. It wants you to think that present pressure is proof you are being crushed. But I say to you that you are not being crushed, you are being shaped. This pressure has no authority to destroy you when you are in my hands. It is stripping away what is unnecessary, revealing what is true, pulling you away from fragile supports, and placing you in a position where you can receive what I am preparing. You are standing closer to the edge of the promise than you think. Do not turn back just because the final stretch of the journey has grown heavier. My plan is not late. You may feel that everything has dragged on, but in my timing, every piece is still being set into its proper place. There are things you call delay that I call protection. There are things you call failure that I call redirection. There are things you call an ending that I call the place where I begin a new work. When a door closes, do not quickly conclude that you have been rejected. Some doors, if opened, would lead you into deeper weariness, into relationships that drain you, into opportunities that require you to trade away peace. I know what is hidden behind the door when you only see its front. So, when I close it, trust that my mercy is also working. And when I open, no one can shut what I have appointed for you in wisdom. Your name has been mentioned in places you do not know, not so you may become proud, but so you may understand that I can send favor ahead of you. I can cause others to remember you at the right time. I can place favor in the heart of someone able to open a way. I can cause an introduction, a meeting, a decision, a document, or an opportunity to become a turning point you never predicted. You have been chosen for favor, but that favor is not only being lifted up, it is also being preserved from what is false. I am opening doors that carry life, and I am also closing doors that are traps in disguise. Do not mourn what I have not allowed you to enter. Do not keep weeping before the place I have locked. Sometimes, what you thought was a missed opportunity was actually my gentlest protection. My child, keep your heart tender in this season of movement. When provision comes, receive it with gratitude. When healing begins, do not quickly conclude it is not real just because you are still learning to walk in peace. When a door opens, step with humility. When a door closes, trust that I am still leading. Do not let discouragement make you give up at the threshold. Do not let distraction pull your eyes away from me. Do not let weariness make you accept less than what I have prepared. I am covering you, restoring you, realigning what was once crooked, healing the places money cannot touch, and opening the way for you with faithfulness that never fails. You are not invisible to me. You are not forgotten in the crowd. You are not late to the promise. You are being led, prepared, protected, and positioned. Stand firm in peace. Because what I do will not only give you more resources, but will also make you freer. I will show you that every tear watered a harvest, every weight built a foundation, every closed door protected a future, and everything I open in this season will bear the mark of mercy. Lift your head, my beloved child. Healing is coming. Provision is being arranged. Peace is returning, and my hand is still upon your life. My beloved child, your journey is not a chain of random events. Not one of your steps lies outside my sight. Not one season you pass through is unknown to me. Even the detours you once thought were mistakes, the times you thought you had lost your way, the times you had to begin again in tears, all of it can be placed by me into a greater map that leads you to this moment. There are things you lost, and you thought they were failure. But my child, not every loss is punishment. Some things leave your life because they never truly belonged to you. Some doors close because there is no life behind them. Some people leave because if they stayed, they would keep you in a smaller version of yourself. Some plans break because I am preparing something steadier, purer, and more aligned with the purpose I have placed upon your life. I do not let the old leave so that you remain empty. I allow some things to end so space can be made for the new to be born. I do not want you to carry yesterday's pain into tomorrow's promise. I do not want you to enter the new season with a heart still bound by regret, bitterness, fear, and unhealed questions. Therefore, I am touching the wounded places within you so that you not only move forward, but move forward in freedom. My grace is rewriting your story. What was damaged is being repaired by me with patience. What was desolate is being renewed by my mercy. What once made you ashamed will no longer have the right to name you. What once made you cry will no longer be allowed to hold your future. I can take the broken pieces you thought were useless and build a living testimony of my faithfulness. You are not delayed. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. The enemy wants you to believe that you missed your opportunity, that blessing has passed by your life, that every good thing is for others and not for you. But I say to you, what I have prepared is still coming. What belongs to you in my will has not lost its way. It has not passed you by. It has not disappeared because you were once tired, cried, doubted, or had to stop in order to heal. Your blessing is not coming to make you proud, but to testify of my faithfulness. When it comes, it will carry peace, clarity, restoration, and holy joy. It will not only make up for what was outwardly lost, but will also heal the empty places within. I do not only want to place more in your hands, I want to remove from your heart the fear that good things will always be taken away. I want you to know that in me, joy can return after painful years, and hope can bloom upon the very ground that was once dry. But my beloved child, step into the new season with discernment. Do not let your longing for restoration make you chase easy promises. Do not hand your faith over to vague secrets, rituals advertised through fear, or voices promising to erase every burden in a single moment. I do not lead you through manipulation. I do not force you to act in panic. I do not use threats that an opportunity will disappear to pull you into what has no light. If you are carrying a financial burden, bring it before me honestly. I do not take lightly the debts, anxieties, and nights when you calculate silently. I see them, I understand them, but I want to lead you out of that place through wisdom, order, courage, and enduring steps. I can open a way, but I also teach you to steward. I can provide, but I also teach you to discern. I can restore, but I also teach you to stay far from traps disguised as miracles. You do not need a secret ritual to be heard by me. You do not need a hidden formula to be loved by me. You do not need to chase advertisements that exploit your lack. You need to return to me, so I may calm your heart, open your eyes, and show you the right steps to take. True restoration can begin very quietly, with one wise decision, one corrected habit, one toxic door closed, one plan rearranged, one heart that stops living in panic and begins trusting in peace. I am bringing you into a new season, but that new season requires a new heart. Release from your hands what has expired. Let me heal the things you once tried to hide. Let me teach you to distinguish between true blessing and empty promises. Let me lead you slowly but surely, rather than rushing into shortcuts with no foundation. Believe that I am still working. Believe that what you lost has no right to define what you will receive. Believe that your waiting is not useless. Believe that my blessing, when it comes at the right time, will not bring chaos, but light, peace, order, and healing. You are not left behind. You are being prepared. You are not forgotten. You are being preserved. You are not too late. You are stepping into my timing. And when you look back, you will understand that even the detours, losses, and seasons of waiting were used by me to bring you closer to the good I prepared long ago.